Good morning and welcome to today's stream where I'm going to be talking WordPress themes. And the reason for this is that there's so many themes out there that it can be confusing. And which one do you choose? There's so many different features in them. Do you need those features? Is it going to slow your site down? We're going to be going through that in today's stream. Hi, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Jason Kruger and I help heart-centered businesses build and automate their online marketing systems. Now, as I said previously, I'm going to be going through WordPress themes today and choosing a theme for your site and things that you need to look out for when you are building your WordPress site. Because there's just so many themes out there. Where do you buy them? What features do you need? What should you look out for? It's a minefield out there, and if you're building your WordPress website for the first time, it can be very daunting. And you might install a theme and then 6 months later you change it, but then your whole site breaks. Why does that happen? So that's what I'm going to be covering today. And with a lot of these themes, I'm not going to be knocking them or anything like that. There's just things on there that I like and things that I don't like, as well as where to actually buy them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you the first place where you can get your themes. So the first service that you can go and buy a WordPress theme is called Theme Forest. And you can go to themeforest.net and have a look at all their different themes. Now, as you can see, they do all different types of templates, etc. So we can just click on WordPress themes. And you can then go and sort and find the type of theme that will suit your business. And some of them are quite cheap, some of them are a little bit more expensive. And as you can see, there's just so many that they have on here. But what should you look out for? Now, I have had clients where they have bought a theme from Theme Forest, and on the most part, nothing wrong with the theme at all. A lot of these themes are well built and are well supported. My issue with some of these themes, though, is the amount of bloat that can be put into a WordPress theme. Because when they have themes like this to sell, what they're trying to do is trying to pack in as many features as possible to sell it. So they pack a lot of features in there, and most of the time you might not need those themes, those features in that theme. And what does that cause? It causes your site to be bloated, which means that when it loads, when people visit your site, the load time for that site can be a lot longer than what it should be, because it's having to load all those extra features in there that you're not even using. And that's what we term bloat in the theme. And again, there are some themes in there that don't have this bloat. So you do need to have a look and find out what it is that you want your theme to do. And this kind of goes back to some of my previous videos where I say, plan it out, find out what it is that you want your site to achieve, and then also kind of note down the features that you might want your site to do, and then find a theme that suits those purposes. And don't just go through and just install themes all the time trying to find them. First, write out what it is that you want your theme to do. One word of caution, though, is when you buy a lot of these themes, they show you a demo site, and these demo sites look really nice. They've got content in there, and you're like, wow, that looks good. You then buy that theme, you go and you install it, and it doesn't look anything like the site that you were just demoing. And the reason for that is they've already put dummy content into that site. They've spent the time to actually set it all up. So when you're buying these themes, don't always expect your site to all of a sudden just be there and done after buying it. You're still going to have to put the work in. You still have to put in your own images, your own content into it. So you do need to customize it. A lot of the time, some of these sites will give you an extra plugin or something like that with the theme, where you push a button and it will put in that dummy content for you, so that you do have a setup site. So you do need to keep an eye out for that as well. And like I said, just look at the features that they have, because a lot of the time, and I've seen this on many client sites, that they've installed this theme and it's got a lot of extra features in there that they've never used. And like I said, that slows the site down. But not just that, with a lot of these themes, there's things that you can't customize on these themes without a lot of extra work, so maybe some coding knowledge. And what tends to happen is you install this theme, you start doing a lot of work on it, you set it up, and then after a while you're like, well, I want to change this, but there's nowhere on the site or the site settings where you can actually make those changes. And that's because a lot of it is hard coded. So when you have your site and you look at how it's going to look on the demo site, a lot of the time that is what it is. You can't change it. And that's where a lot of clients get frustrated with some of these themes that they buy, because they can't make those changes. And that's why when I look to build sites, I don't use any of these types of themes, because you are limited by how they've been created. So if they say you can't do it, well, you can't do it unless you get another programmer in to actually make those changes. And then by the end of it, you may as well just completely have changed themes. And that goes on to my kind of next point, when you are changing themes, in that it's not always just easy and buying a new theme, uploading it, changing it, doesn't mean that all of a sudden your site is just going to be completely different and it's going to look different. A lot of the time, installing a new theme will break your site. And the reason for that is, again, these are custom themes. They have different ways of being put together, how they store information, etc. So when you change theme, most of the time it is going to break it, because you then will need to go and make the changes so that your content goes into the right places, etc. Add your logo, add your own color scheme, your images. You might have to redo some of that work. So don't just expect to download another theme and then install it, and all of a sudden you're going to have a brand new site. There will be work involved as well. And it's happened with some clients where they've rung me in a panic saying, I've broken my site, I've installed the theme, another theme, and now my site is completely broken. Can you fix it? And sometimes, yes, you can fix it by just changing the themes back, but sometimes other things have been overwritten and the site is completely broken. You've got to basically rebuild the site from scratch. So do be careful when you do that. So if you don't go down these kind of pre-built themes, what is another way of doing it? So there are, like I said, different themes out there that you can use. Now, one of them is Divi. Now, this is a paid theme, and it's by a company called Elegant Themes, and it is very well known. A lot of website agencies, etc., use this to build the sites. And it is, you can create very beautiful sites using this theme. It has a page builder built into it as well, so you can go and completely build your site how you want. Now, the reason I don't like using Divi is I just don't like the interface and where you have to go to customize a lot of things. It's sometimes not as intuitive as they think it is, and trying to work around trying to get those things to work can sometimes be a nightmare. You know, if you use Divi a lot, then you get used to where all these things are and you just get on with it. But for me, some of it I just find not as intuitive as I would like it to be. But as you can see, you can create very beautiful sites, and I have client sites that have been built by other people that use Divi, and there's no issue with that. They are beautiful sites. But at the end of the day, it comes down to preference. And again, you need to look at Divi to see what features they have are they going to work for you? And when you have an ecosystem like Divi, there are so many other add-ons that you can add to it to add extra functionality to your site. And if it is something that you are interested in and you want to go look at Divi, either just Google it like I just did now, or go to elegantthemes.com and you'll be able to go and have a look at it there. And if we look at the pricing for this, if you just have the one site, then it's $89 a year. And you can see all the extra features that you have on here. Or if you want lifetime access, they do have the option of just paying a one-off fee, and that's $249. But as you can see, they do have extra add-ons that you can add to it, and a lot of times there's already kind of pre-built layouts, etc., that you can use on your site. So it is another way to go about building your site. And if you are just starting out, then this is a great option for you to build that site. Now, as you might have seen on previous videos that I've done regarding building websites, I like Beaver Builder to build all my sites. And Beaver Builder also has a theme, which you can then get as part of one of their packages and use that as your theme, and use Beaver Builder to build out all the layouts for your site. And again, it is very much similar to Divi in that it has the theme, it has the page builder, and you can build it out. The look and feel of the builders are completely different. And again, it comes down to personal choice on how you want to build your site out. But when I build out all my sites, I prefer using Beaver Builder. It's something I've used right from when Beaver Builder first started, and before a lot of these other theme builders and page builders became more well known. And as you can see, you know, the big names in WordPress use it as well, and it is endorsed by them. So it is a great platform to build your site. Now, they do have different options in there, so you could just buy the page builder on its own, but you can also buy the package where you get the theme and you get the page builder thrown in as well. Now, they do have an extra add-on called Beaver Builder Theme, Themer, and that allows you to really go in and make bigger changes to your site. But if you're just starting out, you really don't need that. You can just use the Beaver Builder theme and the page builder that they give you. And if we look at the pricing, it is more expensive than Divi. So the standard price is $99, and that doesn't include the theme. If you want the theme, it's $199 per year. And it is, like as I said, it is a lot more expensive than Divi, but it's just my preference to build it. And with a lot of these themes, what I would call them is a blank slate. Whereas with the other themes that you buy, like from Theme Forest, etc., everything is kind of built in. Yes, you can probably change the colors, some of the font, but the overall look and the functionality is all kind of baked in. With the Divi theme, the Beaver Builder theme, and the next theme that I'm going to show you as well, they more what I would call a blank slate, where yes, you would still go and change your colors and your fonts, etc., but you go and you build the site exactly how you want it. Now, again, there's going to be different ways that these themes build it. And again, have a look to see what the different sites look at the demos to see which kind of design you prefer, and then choose your theme that way as well. Because even though they're blank slates, they will have slightly different ways of doing things, different layouts for the headers, etc. So if you don't mind that, and you're just going to look at the themes and go with whichever theme you like best and do that as well. So as I said, Beaver Builder is more expensive, but it's the one that I prefer to use. Now, you don't have to go down this route. You could go and use a different theme and then use the Beaver Builder plugin to build out the pages. And that's where this next theme that I'm going to show you comes in. And that one is the Astra theme. Now, where this one is different to the other two, they have a free version of this theme, which is absolutely great because it means you can just use that theme to build your website. And I do actually have a video on my YouTube channel where I actually build out a site with all free plugins. So I've used the Astra theme, the free version of the Astra theme. I've also then used the free version of the Beaver Builder plugin. So I can use the two together, and I've now built a completely free site. So I don't even have to go and buy the actual pro versions. Now, with Astra, there are extra features that you can get when you upgrade to the pro version of it. But if you're just starting out, you can just use the free version of the theme. That's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And in that video, and I will make sure that I link it down in the description, I actually use, as I said, all the free versions of Beaver Builder and the Astra theme. And there's other add-ons for Beaver Builder, and they do free versions as well. So you can actually add extra features to your site without having to spend any money. And they also give you kind of starter page layouts and that as well. So you can even use their layouts to start your site. And within an hour, you can have your site completely built. And I actually did that in that video. So please go and have a look at that. The Astra theme is probably more customizable than any of those themes. It's been built that way so that you can go and build anything that you want. And as you can see, again, it is trusted by some very big names in the industry as well. And it's the theme that I use now to build all my client websites and my sites as well. It's a great theme. So if you do want to buy it, then they do have it for $47, and just the theme is cheaper than Divi, but of course you do need to have some kind of page builder on there. But you could buy the pro version of the theme and then use the free version of the Beaver Builder plugin. For example, there's other page builders out there like Elementor, which is also very popular, and you can use that to build out your sites as well. So when it comes to building your WordPress website and using a theme for your WordPress website, there are a lot of different options out there. And at the end of the day, you need to see which one's going to best fit you. And if you do have any questions regarding anything that I've covered today, then please leave a comment down below and I will make sure that I answer those for you. And if the content that I've provided today is of interest to you and you want more of it, then please look to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you get notified when I next go live or when I next post a video. But going back to the WordPress themes, there are so many out there that you can use. And what I want to just double check. I wanted to just check if Elementor had a theme, and I don't think it does. It's just more the page builder. So let me just double check on that, because Elementor is something that is very well known to build WordPress websites. And I think it's just more of a page builder, but you could use the free Astra theme and then use Elementor to do that as well. Like I said, choosing a WordPress theme can be tricky, but if you've written down the different things that you will need for your website, you should be able to then pick one that is definitely going to suit you and your needs, but also have in mind the future of your site. What features might you want to add in the future that the theme might not be able to support? Because you don't want to go through the pain of building your site and then 6 months time you decide that you want to add these extra features to it, but your theme doesn't support it. And then you're kind of stuck. Do you just keep what you have, or do you then completely change the website and go through that whole process again? And excuse me, and theme forest, etc., is great for people that just want to start out and they just want something up and running quickly. Yes, go down the theme forest route and choose a theme on there. There's no issue with that, but do take into consideration what you might be buying, as well as the support that you'll get for that theme as well. Because some themes, and it's not just Theme Forest, there's so many different sites out there to buy themes from. Just make sure that even though some of these themes, some themes might be free, sometimes you get what you pay for. A free theme is great, but is it being supported? If there's security alerts and something needs to be updated in the theme, is that theme being updated? Sometimes when there are free themes, they don't have these updates. The author of that theme after a few months might get bored with it and just leave it and then go work on another project, which means that theme's never going to be updated. So if there is a security flaw in it, that's never going to be fixed. And that's why I will always look to buy a theme and have a look to see if it's well supported. Now, like the Astra theme, they have a free version, but they do have a paid version as well. And that paid version helps to pay for all the development on that theme. So have a look at the support that you're going to get when you buy a theme as well, because that can be very important down the line as well. And do you go with a pre-built theme from a seller like Theme Forest? And like I said, there are others out there. Or do you go the more customizable route using Divi, Beaver Builder, or the Astra theme? Because with that, yes, there might be a little bit of extra work in the beginning, but then you can really customize the site and get exactly what you want out of your site. So I hope the content today has been useful for you if you are looking to choose a theme for your WordPress website. And like I said, if you've got any questions about anything that I've covered, if I've missed anything, then please leave a comment down below and I will make sure that I answer it, and maybe I will record another video to cover those topics as well. So I hope you have a great day and I'll see you on the next one.